Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So Lightyear released and it has absolutely bombed. Not only did they recast Buzz Lightyear as someone completely brand new, Chris Evans, it also had this sort of controversial same-sex kiss. Now, that kiss obviously got it banned in certain parts of the world, but not only that, it also contributed to it absolutely bombing in the Western world as well. And why is this? Because a lot of people have been writing loads of articles about this going, why is it a failure? Why is it this? Why is it that? I mean, this movie has really bombed. It's done terrible, especially based on what they were supposed to project, which we'll take a look at some articles in a moment, just sort of, remind ourselves of these things. But why? Like, why would this be an issue? People have had enough. People don't want to watch this stuff. They don't want to go and take their kids to this stuff. People are voting with their wallets, and that's the same thing that people always say. We do live in a society where we aren't obligated to spend our money on these kind of things, and this is one in a long line of situations which I think is causing the general population to sort of open their eyes and really actually see what is going on here, which it was never a secret. The likes of Disney have outwardly stated, yeah, no, we're going to be pushing this agenda. They have even used words to that effect. And people have just had enough. People don't have to watch these things. They're choosing not to watch these things. And it's fascinating watching it on a daily/weekly basis. Disney's stock prices, they are going down quite a lot. It's not good. I mean, well, it's not good for Disney. It's fine for anyone else. Who cares? And these are the things, you then have interviews with the likes of Chris Evans going, oh, it's a shame, it's this, it's that, and blah, 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 blah. And the hypocrisy is massively on display here because we talk about inclusion and representation and all these kind of things. And in the UK, there's the sort of, the coined phrase Islamo-leftist. In the UK, these kind of things are at odds with one another. Islam and leftism. They are absolutely at odds with one another. And these are the places, the countries, the territories at which this movie has now been banned. Not only that, I'm sure it'll be banned in China as well as a result of that. But it's always funny watching these people that initially subscribe to this sort of leftist ideal then coming up to odds with another culture that doesn't accept it. It's very comical, if you ask me. Now, anyway, let's dive into this, ladies and gents, because again, it's just one in a long line of, comedy, basically. Now, we have the Rotten Tomatoes score here, which we'll get to in a moment, because I think it's really important actually to take a look at how much it has actually done, right? So Lightyear itself, the Chris Evans star, was projected to open in the $70 to $85 million range domestically. Now that would have been a good opening. I'm sure they would have wanted about $100 million opening. And Pixar, traditionally, they do very good. Pixar films are well loved. They have a storied franchise behind them. They're just well liked. Pixar has been fine in the past. Not any longer. Not any longer at all. But yeah, so $70 to $85 million range domestically. So the performance itself, it did 51 million. 51 million dollars. That's not good. That's not good at all. I mean, even if we're looking at their low end range, 70 to 85, I mean, that's $20 million below what they wanted. And on the upper end, it's $35 million more than they wanted, less than they wanted, sorry. Which, if you're looking at that, I mean, that's quite a lot. I mean, that's basically 50%. They wanted 50% more, over 50% more, in fact. And I may have got my words muddled up there, so I do apologise if I have. But yeah, they wanted at least 50% more than that. So that's a huge bomb to be over 50% down. That's not good. That's horrendous. So it has absolutely unequivocally been a bomb. We can call it that for sure. And then the cope starts coming out here. Lightyear, Chris Evans star, projected for this, blah, blah, blah. So this performance is certainly unexpected, which is fine, cool, not much cope there. And combined with $34.6 million overseas, it's earned approximately $85.6 million over 3 days. Now, I think that's the real signifier of this being a huge bomb. It was supposed to hit $85 million just domestically. It's hit that for the world. That's shit. That is major shithouse. That is such a huge bomb. Massive bomb. That's a fairly average start for the first Pixar film to hit theatres in 3 years, and pacing well behind the 4 Toy Story films. Well, that's the other thing, right? It's not a Toy Story film. They've tried to spin it off into this, its own thing. It's this, it's that. We've got new people being cast. Tim Allen, no one cares about him. It's fine. It's a brand new thing. Brand new. Brand new. And then to top it all off, we then have the controversy surrounding it. So just as an FYI, because we're going to get to the Rotten Tomatoes scores in a moment, which is important to take a look at, because it's just to take a look at it, right? Not many people have seen this. Okay, 85 million was supposed to be domestic, 85 million for the world. Now, those that have seen it don't hate it. They don't, right? They don't hate it. And this is transparent reporting. They don't hate it, right? So 76% critic rating, 86% audience score. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that they're correct or anything like that, but I think what's funny about this is if you didn't do any of these articles to say, well, this has been removed, and no, we've added it back in now, oh, it's a shame, and oh, it's this, and oh, it's that. You purposely publicise this, trying to get virtue signal points, trying to get people to go and watch it, and the end result is people's tuned out. Because the thing is, people that have watched this film seemingly like it. I think that's this is a fair assessment that people who have seen it have enjoyed it. I don't think that's not wrong in saying that. 86%, yes, people seem to like it, right? But not enough people like it. Not enough people have gone to see it. And the reason is, people have had enough. People have had enough. People are tuning out. It doesn't matter how much you're going to force this kind of stuff. People are genuinely tuning out. And this has come to light massively in the States. The biggest market outside of China, which this movie was never going to release in. People have started to open their eyes a lot more in the States. You've had, Ron DeSantis doing his bills, the discussions of everything, the leaks of, Zoom meetings with Disney executives saying, yeah, we're going to be doing this. Yeah, we're going to be pushing this. Yeah, we give money to people to, transition their kids and all this kind of stuff. There is a certain level of insanity to what we see from, what is a movie studio coming to light in the public eye. It's very strange, and clearly people have just had enough. And I think a lot of this stuff, they clearly need to change their marketing tactics, because they would have released that information as a marketing tool. Oh yeah, whoa, we've deleted it. Oh, we've added it back in now. Wow. And then interviews with Chris Evans, that was everything that they kept asking. What about this? What about this? What about this? And you could see he didn't really want to talk about it. You can see in his demeanour in those interviews. So it's a huge bomb, massive bomb. Will they learn? No, probably not. But you can drop your thoughts down below. Take care. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.